For Roberto Morris. I'm his assistant, and I oversee his projects for him abroad, museums, public sculptures, galleries. He sets up everything like the plans, back in New York in the studio, works with engineers and whatnot, the process here. Then we send the plans down, work with architect here in Brazil, engineers, and fabricators, and then I come down and I basically oversee the process and stay in contact with him throughout it. Well, when we were first approached to do the project, we were sent a booklet with, a bunch of different locations all over Rio. And then I came down to do a site visit where I was taken around for about 3-4 days, just seeing site after site after site, knowing that he was interested in doing a geometric labyrinth, meaning like using the triangle format. It was the idea kind of to put it into a more urban environment made sense. So we really kind of started focusing more on that instead of sites that really dealt more with the landscape, such as the beach or, Sugarloaf. Coming down here, we, saw this space and noticing a lot of the different things about it, such as how it's really a space of transit. So you have a lot of people walking through it, people from all walks of life kind of coming in together. The architecture is really amazing. You have the library, you have municipal buildings, and you also have the theater there. So there's a wide range of things that just happen to go on here. He also always has an idea of like what scale we were looking at. He was looking at somewhere in between 11.5 to 12.5 meters, meaning on the walls. So we needed a space that could also accommodate that. So this space was perfect for that as well. It's also important that it doesn't really get in everybody's way to act as a barrier for their everyday life, so it can kind of be lived with. This is the first glass labyrinth. The first labyrinth he made was of plywood. He's used marble. Then he's also used recently chain link fence a few years ago. And he's been wanting to, try to make one of glass. So this was a great opportunity to do so. One of the really nice things about glass is, as I say, it does have that really nice reflective quality. Also, you get this kind of filter, because you have one piece of glass here and then your next piece of glass here and your next piece of glass here, and it starts to create a little bit of a disorientation of space. The whole kind of idea of a labyrinth is, you walk through it, and so you're experiencing the space you're in. But by adding this transparency, you're not only experiencing that small space that you're in with your body, you're experiencing the whole space that labyrinth is in. So it really adds a nice element to the whole progression of movement. You have your exterior viewers, and then you also have your interior viewers that actually do experience the piece by walking through it. You can really experience in either way. He makes work, very much that is accessible to everyone, but with a lot of the things he's dealing with is kind of just basic things of movement and form, where you come into contact with them and dealing with an environment like this, then it's really dependent on you to really almost complete that experience. And one of the important things, especially a public piece, is executing the concept, but also making it safe. Especially one that people are actually coming into direct physical contact with. So we start out with galvanized steel frame, and we have special clamps manufactured. Then, the glass is put into the clamps. We have a steel border here and a steel rim on the top. So these things are all kind of locking the glass into place. Then you have gravel being poured into that, because this isn't a permanent piece, it's only open temporarily, so we can't actually secure it to the ground. So there's a huge engineering process that goes into these. And so once we have the plans and everything's in place, it's really just a matter of executing those plans. I'm looking forward to see how people interact with it, and I really think the best way to really experience and to understand the piece is to experience it for yourself and to walk through it.